brought down. Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a run with McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Jones. It's caught. Jones. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up, but I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 41, Jones flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Jones steps away to his left, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Jones operating from the gun. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now Jones off the play fake. He's got Fuller. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. 26
yards. That's another Bears first down. 52. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, McFarland, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And his kick here is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes at it, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 3. You can't block me.
Now Jackson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. Right 54. Hey, come on.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Let's go, baby.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's go, baby. Watch safety creep. Watch safety's creeping. Mike spot 4. Hey, watch the slant.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here I come. Right there. 54 Mike.
To try again after the sack. Jackson, he'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On 1st and 10. Jones. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
4 down, 4 down.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Bears 3, Ravens nothing.
Ready. 4:52. Don't get nervous.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. 73 yards as the Bears push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's Jackson out to his left. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. It's complete to Fuller. And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Throwing is Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 81. SOS. 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 Shift. What?
Jackson now. Flush to his right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They go play action here on 1st down. Jones has it. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 3, check 3. Let's go. High ball. 52. Block trap. 52's the line.
Here's McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And finding the tight end Hooper. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, McFarland. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Read it well, and it's picked. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones now. Off play action. On the move to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Christian McCaffrey as the 1st half is winding down. As the Bears push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Stepping up, he's going to keep him. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He can run for it, and he will. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Jones throwing on first down. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. A gain of 6 there on first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now a give right side McCaffrey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
McCaffrey, they'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones eluding the pressure right. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and 8. And this will be incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson flushed out right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Devin Bush able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, McFarland. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Austin Hooper there to make the grab as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right. At the 20. At their own 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Bears on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go, D.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. There he goes left side. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would be...
And a loose football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. The Ravens on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll have a first down past the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
13 yards on the play. And then Baltimore.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got 4. We got 4.
He may try. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, out ball.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now the ball comes loose. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards the pickup there. This time Jackson will throw it. Rolling to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All day, just like that.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. The quick slant caught. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Step fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back. To the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. Stepping up, and the ball is knocked out. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch it.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Second and 9 now. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And these Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history.